Okay, so one more word for today, y'all. I have a bunch, but I'm not going to overload y'all. If you want me to post them all today, actually, just put in the comments. I'll post the rest of them. I just didn't want to overkill y'all today with them. But I got them on other platforms. Anyway, have to say this. About 4 months ago, I gave a word talking about being your authentic self and people liking you. Let me say this again, okay? Because this will never get old. If you are overly concerned about people liking what you produce, what you create, what you put out, listen. It's like my favorite rapper says. My favorite rapper is Andre 3000. And he says, listen, if you don't move your feet, then we don't eat. So we like neck to neck. There's certain things that we do as creatives that if people don't like it or buy into it, we won't be able to eat. But you do not stop creating or think it's awful because someone else doesn't like it. What is indicative of your authenticity is that everybody is not going to like you. Like I was saying, that's a blessing. Okay, here's the thing. There's some things that we do that we just genuinely have to stay humble and get people's opinions to make it better. I'm a living witness to that. That's not always fun, but everybody got to be humble and broken down. Don't get it twisted, right? But at the same time, that does not mean that you edit what you naturally want to create because someone else's opinion is not congruent with what you believe to be your creative ideas, okay? And moreover, what does that say about what you believe about God, though? Think about it, right? Listen, it's God. It's not a man. God made you like you are. You are doing yourself a grave disservice. If you cut off your dreams and the things that God told you for someone else, don't worry about everybody liking you. That's your secret sauce. Your secret sauce is the thing that's cool about you. I have said this, y'all, as long as I can remember. It takes a little bit of everybody to make the world go round. It can't just be you and everybody liking everything you do and that's it. I wouldn't even want that kind of pressure. That's just me. I can't speak for nobody else, but that's too much pressure. Because you want to know what? If you're rolling off of what everybody else say and it's dope, what you going to say when it's not? Then your spirit is crushed. And, listen, you have to be as vocal as possible. I have been in situations where I've said, hey, this is not the best use of me. Or, hey, I want to do this. So let's do whatever. And I wasn't caring about myself enough to say, no, let me remove myself because I'm not being heard. All of that's tied into when you question who you are and your authenticity. So take this from your girl today. Listen, if everybody likes you, I would be keeping one of my eyes peeled because something is off about that. Just for clarity's sake, you can be generally liked and people just like you as a person. I'm not saying something is wrong with that. If you are in an environment and everybody's vibing, that's still a blessing. Please don't be confused by me saying that because everybody can like you in the room. I'm not saying that's impossible. What I'm talking about is on a greater scale. If God has called you out to the world, if he's called you out to the front and you have your diehard fans, but you're upset because the masses don't like you, don't worry about those people. Okay? No, baby. Don't worry about that. You dig? This is not it. Baby, let me tell you something. The way God gets down, he will always get the glory. Make your concern God getting the glory, not you getting it. You'll have a glory story, sure you will, but let it be through the guise of what God says about you and not what people who put their mouth on you say about you. Do not forget that. Care about yourself enough. Know that who you are is relevant to God and is relevant to the people he's called you to. That may or may not mean every single human being in the world. And please embrace that. That makes you saucy. Because that means that you're an acquired taste. One of the things I've had to learn too, y'all, and just follow me. All of this is connected. There's some people who connect to you so hard. They get a troop of people praying on you and praying over you when you either disconnect or reconnect or you move in the way God tells you to connect. And they're not paying attention to what their own light is. They're literally obsessing about what someone else is doing or not doing in correlation to them. And it's because they're not thinking about their authenticity and what they have to be doing. And when God gives that other person to go like, hey, cut that off, move on, you turn into a villain. That's why I'm saying you're going to come across people who don't get you and don't get it. But stay authentic, my friends. God got you, baby.